What is up, guys? So The Flash Season 6 has recently started filming, and with the filming there is some set photos. The first episode is actually titled Into the Void, with episode 2 being titled A Flash of the Lightning, and I didn't make a video about this, but I'll just talk about it here briefly. Episode 2, A Flash of the Lightning, is a reference to, I think, like the 8th issue of Crisis on Infinite Earths, the issue where Barry Allen sacrifices himself to save the multiverse, and that is definitely a reference to that crossover, to that comic book, which is obviously the comic book that's inspiring the upcoming crossover. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if there will be some sort of crisis-related episode here with episode 2, but I definitely think that's some sort of reference. Episode 1, titled Into the Void, I don't really know what that title means, but we have some set photos from this episode. We have some set photos with Barry and Iris and Cisco. I don't remember if it's Iris. Definitely Barry and Cisco. They don't reveal anything. We don't see the Flash's new costume. It doesn't reveal anything about any plot or anything like that. But speaking of new costumes, there were some set photos from yesterday that were just released that did confirm Killer Frost's new costume. In the Flash Season 5 finale, Killer Frost unveiled her new costume, not to the audience, but to herself. The people behind the show probably wanted more time to create the costume. It would be a better reveal for Season 6. Just go into the season with Killer Frost having her new costume, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. I think that was a good idea. If they had to rush the costume, it probably wouldn't look as good, and then we would be stuck with a worse costume. But we do have some set photos from episode 1 with the Elongated Man and Killer Frost on set somewhere. Vibe isn't there, he doesn't have powers anymore. Flash isn't there either for some reason. Right now, the team, in terms of superheroes, is just the Flash, Elongated Man, and Killer Frost, which is a pretty powerful trio, but it's only 3 people, and here, for some reason, the Flash isn't there, but the other 2 members of the team, the other 2 superheroes, are there, and these set photos reveal Killer Frost's new costume. It has the logo, it largely is black, but there is a lot of blue as well, like on top of it. And in my opinion, I think it's a great looking costume. I really like it. Killer Frost has had a lot of costumes over the years, none of them looking like incredible. Yeah, the Season 2 costume, which is the Earth 2 counterpart costume. Season 3, which I'm pretty sure is a different costume, at least slightly, which also doesn't look incredible. The Season 4 costume is the closest we've gotten to a good looking Killer Frost suit, but then for some reason, I honestly don't remember why, it was thrown away, and then in the end of the season, she just wore this black suit, and then in Season 5, the same thing, and then even less so, she stopped even wearing that and just wore regular clothing, so that just didn't add any like visual good looking things to the team. I think the team in Season 5 visually looked really bad. The Flash is the only character on that team with any color, with Killer Frost being all black, Elongated Man being very dark purple, as well as XS being very dark purple, and then Vibe also being all black. It was just the Flash to add color, and then the Flash's suit also didn't look very good. I think that the costumes are a huge part of these shows. They visually make up a huge part, or they just make up a huge part of the visuals, which is why Season 5 doesn't look very good, while Season 4 looks great, because the Season 4 costume is a great costume. Also, Killer Frost has this light blue costume that I think adds a lot of color to the team, so I'm glad that Killer Frost got a new costume, and that it has a lot of color to it. Not only is there a lot of blue, although it is dark blue, I don't know how that would look, especially in night scenes. I think light blue would add a lot more color, but I'm glad there's dark blue as well. But I think the white logo will go a huge way, a long way, to make this costume look a lot better, and to make the scenes that it is in look better visually, because of it just really pops. It's basically like the white spider on the Spider-Man PS4 costume. I think it really pops, and here's even more because it's on a black costume mostly. I think that part of it will go a long way. I can't believe it's been this long. We've had Killer Frost for 4 seasons now, for Season 6, and it took them that long to add maybe not classic, but it's always been their logo. I'm pretty sure it's the same logo that Amazo had in the Elseworlds crossover when he took Killer Frost's costume, which doesn't make any sense because there was no logo there, but that doesn't really matter for now. I think this logo will go a long way, or this aspect of the costume will go a long way to visually make the scenes look a lot better. I think the costume in general, with the blue aspect of it, will go a long way to make this season look a lot better in general, and I'm really hoping that the Flash's new season, which I'm really hoping looks a lot more like the Season 4 costume than the Season 5 costume, will also enhance the visuals of this season, and along with the Killer Frost costume, along with maybe Elongated Man's costume as well. Maybe you could get a new costume or something. I doubt it, but maybe you can, because his current costume is very dark, and it doesn't really add a lot of color, even though it is purple. It for some reason just doesn't add a lot of color to the scenes, which again is pretty important in my opinion. But I'm hoping that the Flash gets a new costume, which he will, we know that, but I'm hoping it looks more like the Season 4 costume than the Season 5 costume, but it probably will look like the costume we saw in the newspaper, as well as in the fight from 2024 when they go back and either kill or save Nora, or typically kill Nora and save Barry. But anyway, I think that this costume definitely looks pretty good, but what is your opinion? Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this costume, and if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.